Live from Fair Park, it's the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade. Brought to you by the Thompson Law Injury Lawyers. Visit Thompson Law today at 1-800-LionLaw.com. Thompson Law, free consultations, and there's no fee unless we win. Your host for today's event, from CW33's exciting new morning show, Inside DFW, Jenny Ann Chando, and her co-host for today's event, TV personality Ron Corning. Now live from Fair Park, here are your hosts, Jenny Ann Chando and Ron Corning.
And there it is, everyone. The Pride flag flying high over Fair Park on this Sunday afternoon. The crowds are gathering here in waves. An unprecedented turnout at Fair Park as we are together here for the first time since 2019.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my gosh, it is so fun to be back here together. I'm Jenny Ann Chando along with Ron Corning. You know, we did this thing virtually.
We did. We did the best we
years.
could under extraordinary circumstances in 2020 and 2021 from our studio, telling amazing stories of people who are making our community proud. But this is a special occasion.
I have to say, it's so energizing to see everybody walking in. You guys, it feels like people are probably coming in on DART or they're using Uber, some sort of safe transportation, and they are coming in droves to watch the parade, which is getting underway as we speak. It will be behind us shortly. And I guess we got some video earlier today of everybody kind of, getting ready and preparing these floats, which people work on in some instances all year long.
And let's just say that the number of floats has increased year over year, but especially since moving here to Fair Park in 2019. The last year that the parade was present in what's known as the neighborhood on Cedar Springs, the Oaklawn area of Dallas. About 80 plus floats were there. The next year at Fair Park, 132. We are now exceeding, I think the official number is 166.
Yes.
So double what we were in 2018.
Bigger and better than ever. We are absolutely delighted to be here with tens of thousands of our new best friends and many of you at home. And we'll be back as the Pride Parade continues right after this.
CW33's broadcast of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade is brought to you by the Thompson Law Injury Lawyers. Visit us today at 1-800-LionLaw.com. Thompson Law, free consultations and no fee unless we win.
I'm attorney Ryan Thompson. When you call our office, we're ready to go to work for you. The call and the consultation are always free.
My name is Gloria, and I call Ryan and Lion Thompson. They was there for me when I called, no money out of my pocket. And they did everything they said they was going to do, and they did it. They made it easy for me. I got paid for my lost wages from work, no money out of my pocket, couldn't ask for nothing else. And they looked out for me.
There's never a fee unless we get money for you. Walk with the Lion.
1-800-LION-LAW.
What makes best reviews the best reviews? They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on pretty much everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you, no matter what life throws at it. Like your daughter Clementine, for example. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
Why so much food?
Keisha might drop by.
With Asha.
Mm-hmm.
Can't compare it.
I know.
Hey! All right. What's going on? Everything. Oh, you're the best.
Okay.
Right now, enjoy our $9.99 bundle featuring 20-piece crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 medium orders of our world-famous fries. Only at McDonald's.
Start the summer with style and savings for your kitchen at NFM. Take up to 30% off suggested retail on select refrigerators. Compare all the best brands in one place with more than 700 appliances on display. Expert sales professionals, delivery, and installation services make it easy with free delivery and basic setup on qualifying purchases. Use your NFM card to stretch your budget with 24-month financing. Shop the brands you trust at perfect prices from NFM.
Live from Fair Park in Dallas, more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
Welcome back to the Corona Allen Ross Freedom Parade in Fair Park. We are seeing all of our colorful friends out here waiting for the parade to step by them. What a scene.
It is a scene in so many ways when you look back to the genesis of this parade in 1972, just a few years after the Stonewall riots. There were only 250 or 300 people who showed up to represent, and they were representing their own cause, right? Today you look here and there are straight allies and family members and parents of the LGBTQ plus community, and it really is about diversity and love, and they are proving it here today with what I will bet could be counted as a record crowd at any one time, maybe even tying with the kind of crowd we see for the State Fair of Texas. They think 25,000 people were here yesterday for the festival.
Right, it's interesting. This is actually a two-day event. It's not just the parade. Everybody was here yesterday. A lot of families here, and it's interesting to talk about, you know, how this parade has changed over the years and the decision to come to Fair Park. There are the obvious things, right? There's more parking, a little bit more accessibility, but then there's also, hey guys! Oh, you guys look great! There's also the fact that there is ADA accessibility, right? You know, we can get wheelchairs in here easily, strollers in here easily. It's very family friendly, and that's what we're seeing here today. Is I've seen so many families coming in here with their little ones to come in and experience, and I'm guessing, you know, learn some lessons and have some fun.
Well, I think parents feel a little more comfortable when they're, you know, not along the strip where all the bars are. We can understand that. So this venue is allowing this to be a real representation of what I think is a move toward more inclusiveness, and so it's really, really great to see that. And Allen Ross, for whom the parade is named, was a pioneer who helped grow this parade over the years. He died in the 90s at the young age of 57, but is known to have been one of the most tenacious planners, the president of the Guild Tavern in Dallas, and really has left his mark, and we are proud that his name is on this parade.
We are seeing rainbow skirts. We are seeing rainbow sunglasses.
Rainbow earrings.
Rainbow earrings. Some of the best makeup I have seen in a while. And we are just getting started. Very impressive, too, with the 90-degree temperatures. I love a commitment to an outfit. You know?
A commitment to an outfit, but the breeze is not bad. And as Texas weather goes, for those of you who maybe have traveled here from other places to be a part of this, from outside of Texas for the first time, yeah, this is kind of cool by comparison for the days we'll have coming up. We are told that the first of our 160-plus floats is making its way down the parade route here along Fair Park, which is just about a mile, quite a bit longer as well, by about 2,000 linear feet of what we see on Oak Lawn.
That's right. So kicking off the parade is the title sponsor, Corona, along with BrewDog, Miller Lite, and Andrews Distributing. Dallas Pride Executive Director Jaron Turnbow would like to say a special thank you to Cesar Garza, a proud ally and friend of the LGBTQ plus community. Cesar is joined by his colleagues from Andrews Distributing to carry this year's parade banner. Well done, everybody.
Turn that seltzer truck.
Oh my gosh, I'm very, very impressed by
Let's
this.
go. All right. Good stuff. Also coming down the way, Visit Dallas will be here in a moment as well. Also integral to the success of this parade. They spread the word of what Dallas has to offer in immeasurable ways, but also about the diverse and inclusive community that we are. So we want to thank them as well, and we'll see them here in just a moment.
I've been really impressed by the heavy hitters that are sponsors today. We talked about heavy hitters, major companies, major corporations that are based here in Dallas or nationally, and then also some of the smaller mom and pop shops that are involved and committed to this as well. Oh, look, is everyone getting drinks now? I knew this would be the downside of being up here on the stage. Right?
Hey, we're over here, we're over here. Lest we forget that, you know, Jenny is here with you on a Sunday, but tomorrow morning you can join her at 9 o'clock for Inside DFW with Jenny and Chandu, a new show at 9 o'clock, and a very special show launching tomorrow at 4 as well, as CW33 expands its programming.
That's right. There's a little teaser for you. We can't tell you who's hosting it or what you're going to see, but I'm telling you.
It's not me.
Tune in. I know. Well, I know I made it sound like that, didn't I? Now they're going to be mad at me. Dang it, you guys. We get Ron as often as we possibly can on this station, but
and
something
I'm
new
certainly happy
tomorrow.
to be here, but yeah, when that show launches tomorrow at 4, I will be watching, as I hope you will be as well. Airbus is represented here today, employing 3,200 people across the U.S. with a network of businesses and facilities. Among its key U.S. businesses, we know this, commercial aircraft, also helicopter and satellite manufacturing. They have 2 assembly locations that produce made in America commercial airliners and helicopters and a whole lot more.
A shout out to some of the other floats and sponsors today. There was a float by Visit Dallas, also one by Smirnoff. So I guess they're just barely breaking up the alcohol sponsors today.
Yes,
so people get a little bit of a break.
Smirnoff is a big one, is a big sponsor here as well, as you see Corona.
And Toyota as well, sort of gracing us with their presence down the parade route today. And look at the
and their luxury brand Lexus as well. We know Toyota moved here some years back, bringing some 4,000 people from the West Coast, employing people here. Their headquarters in Plano is really a beautiful facility. Beyond that, they have given back to the community in so many ways. They have invested in educational programs in South Dallas, things that you will learn about throughout the year. They are an amazing corporate citizen in so many ways, including supporting the LGBTQ community, not just in who they employ, but who they reach and how they celebrate them.
And talk about making a mark in a short amount of time. Toyota in Dallas. Look, listen, look at the green one with the custom rainbow paint job. That is gorgeous.
Everybody's feeling like this is rush hour at the Mixmaster. A little traffic jam here.
I know.
And employees represented, as we said, the company is inclusive in their workforce, inclusive in their community outreach, and they are well represented. We are proud that they have made DFW their world headquarters, or North American headquarters, I should say.
I dig the hashtag too, hashtag love drives. Also, if you're online searching for hashtags today, we'll be at hashtag CW33, also hashtag Dallas Pride and Dallas Pride Parade as well.
Speaking of which, CW33 is leading this next float, coming to us from Thompson Law Injury Lawyers. They are a sponsor at CW33, and they are present here today as well. The official broadcast sponsor of the parade and the live telecast and live stream. That is our role. Thompson Law joining us with that. We are owned, by the way, CW33 by Nexstar Media Group, the largest local broadcasting company in the United States, one of the world's leading diversified media companies. As for Thompson Law, we're going to learn more about them and their place in the community coming up here throughout this broadcast.
That's right. We are going to have a live interview with Thompson Law coming up. Our guest is waiting in the wings. She is super excited to chat with you all on TV. You know the angst before a TV interview, but I know she's going to nail it. Look at this fabulous Thompson Law truck going by, and I mean, the goodies that people are getting, this is very high profile when it comes to giveaways. I'm seeing some big giveaways. It's not just like a little bit of wrapped candy like what we got back in the day at parades.
Oh, they've come to play here in a major way. I think everybody has. And that may be just a measure of the amount of pride. It also might be a measure of people's excitement to be back together after having been apart for so long. Again, the last live in-person event, 2019, for Pride in Dallas.
Well, and I think for so many nonprofits, they wondered, you know, have people forgotten about us? Have they moved on from our cause? And it's so impressive to see that the comeback is so much bigger than they were even, you know, before we were virtual for a couple of years, and that's got to feel good for the organizers.
And you know, the point of this, of course, is to celebrate milestones of equality for the LGBTQ plus community, but it's also to take stock of some of what's happening across the country and in states where there is legislation limiting rights effectively and chipping away in some ways. And that is going to be very much a part of what we hear about moving forward, not just about celebrating milestones, but looking ahead to what still is needed to make sure that everybody is treated with respect and equally.
No, absolutely. And by the way, a shout out to Forest Lane Chrysler that just went by. And then we continue on with Bank of America. So they say they are the official bank of Dallas Pride. Bank of America committed to investing in the LGBTQ plus communities by being a great place to work for employees. Also a great place for dancers. They didn't put that in, but I added that. I can see that. I'm loving this Bank of America. Their LGBTQ plus Pride Ally program has grown to more than 45 chapters globally with more than 30,000 allies and out at work teammates. Bank of America said they are proud to continue to be the official bank of Dallas Pride. I need one of those fans, though, I have to say.
I do think it's time to try to see if we can abscond a fan from them. We are going to continue our live coverage on this Sunday afternoon at Fair Park. Ron Corning along with Jenny Anchondo. Live out proud is our motto, and we'll be back with more right after this.
CW33 and the Thompson Law Firm bring you more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade when we return.
Will Screen fans scare off the competition and vote their way to Best Movie?
You ready for this?
Find out on the biggest night to be a fan at the MTV Movie and TV Awards.
Tonight at 7 on CW33.
On the next Inside DFW, we're boot scooting to Wild Bill's Western store. Our own Landon Wexler tries out some of Wild Bill's top quality Western wear.
Inside DFW with Jenny Anchondo, Monday morning at 9 on CW33.
When the family can't get enough of your signature dish, get everything you need with Kroger free pickup with no surprise fees. So start your cart today. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Dr. Orden, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is extremely hard to get rid of with both diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck, so that stomach overhang that you mentioned becomes a flat, tight tummy fast.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-485-3212 or go to sonobello.com.
If you had all the power and speed of Frontier Fiber Internet, you could be legendary. You could dive into the metaverse or create your own whatever-verse and make moves that move the world. Because Frontier's 100% fiber optic internet is as powerful as your creativity. Let's go frontiering.
With the Kroger app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Live from Fair Park in Dallas, more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
We are so happy to be hanging out with you from Fair Park today with Dallas Pride and the parade that is now underway. We are only estimating thousands of people here today. We know there was about 25,000 yesterday for the festival. Even more, I think, for the parade today. I'm Jenny Anchondo along with Ron Corning, and we are proud to have so many incredible sponsors with us today as well.
And we saw Target there. They are out and proud. And thank you, Target, for the T-shirt, which I'm seeing here in the crowd. So many people have this equality T-shirt, which is really, in great part, what this is about. It's about equality, where we are with it, where we have to go with it, and those who are proud of the milestones and the people in our lives. Evelyn, who is here, Evelyn Vega from Thompson Law, thank you for being a sponsor of this parade. I know you're the client care coordinator at Thompson Law. You do not discriminate against anyone. Your clients are of great diversity, and I know this is emotional for you, as it is for me. Share your thoughts if you can. I'll help you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
am getting emotional. It's just so much support and so much happiness and so much kindness. Yeah. And my boss is this type of person. He supports the LGBTQ plus community, and I am personally invested in this. My daughter's in the parade, and she's a gay female, and I love the support.
Yeah,
I love it.
Talk about what it's like to be a mom, raising your daughter up into the world, and to see thousands of people here supporting her and people like her.
going to start to cry.
I can imagine.
Well, I'm the kind of person that my daughter really didn't have to come out to me because why? I love her, and that's how it should be. And that's why this makes me so emotional. And I trust me now. I'm just crying
I know.
now.
Well, I am too now, Evelyn. 'Cause I'm
sorry,
putting myself in your shoes and just thinking how that was like for you and how special it must be to also work in a workplace that celebrates her.
Yes, yes. And our workplace is so inclusive. I can't even tell you how inclusive it is. It's just insane. I'm just so happy that the kindness and the love and the support out here, it literally gets me. I'm so sorry.
And I think it's important that we...
I got you. I'm so sorry. I got you.
You got me too. That we celebrate and elevate those parents who maybe had to travel a distance to get to where you were.
Yes.
Because it doesn't come easy for all.
No. And that needs to change.
And my parents are among those who,
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Who accepted and loved and traveled a short distance to get there, but then have shown in so many ways. And, if my mom were able and alive and here, she would be here.
Exactly as it should be. Exactly as it should be. It's all about love, man. There's too much hate in this world.
Amen.
Dare I ask you, Evelyn?
Yes, ma'am.
To wrap up, what you have to say to a parent who's maybe watching today but not fully comfortable showing up, not fully comfortable, not quite at the place you are today.
That's your child. You raised that little bit from the beginning. Their sexual orientation really shouldn't mean anything to you as long as they have the capability to love. That's what you want, the capability to love.
And the ability to succeed in whatever it is they choose to do wherever their passion may lie. And in your case, it's with a staff of people who support your legal practice and who help your clients in ways that are so important. So thank you.
And we do that. Our office is actually in what you said, the neighborhood.
It is.
It is. It's right there. And I love that we have a lot of people that call us and they're like, hey, I saw your sign walking down the strip.
Yeah.
And they give us a call when they need our help. And of course
well, they feel like it's a safe place for them when others may judge.
Yes.
And that's something we
but
have to be mindful of.
It truly is. And unfortunately, that's not the case everywhere. But it is with us. It
Evelyn,
really is.
thank you. We're going to have you back throughout the broadcast. Evelyn Vega, Client Care Coordinator with Thompson Law, a sponsor here of today's parade.
I have no idea where we are in the parade because I'm so immersed in Evelyn and her story, and I think that message is so important to share with parents. Obviously, checking out American Airlines that has this fabulous flight going through the middle of Fair Park today.
And they, represent year-round, really, but during the month of Pride, when you're flying on an American Airlines jet and they've got their entertainment, they have tailored entertainment that really speaks to some of the key issues that the LGBTQ plus community is contending with humor and with drama and whatever the show or series or movies might be, so you can check that out as well. But as a workforce, they also are worldwide, incredibly diverse and welcoming, and they are represented here today. So our thanks to American Airlines.
The parade continues now with more floats and more crowds. We are still seeing people pop in here. And you know what? They're still going to get plenty of parade, but people are still arriving here and cheering and really just celebrating in unison. And I think for some, this may be a first venture out to something like this and feeling the support. And I can only imagine what that feels like.
And we're going to have Geico here in just a moment as they make their way down the route. And this is, a key moment for a lot of people as they take stock of who is in this parade today, who showed up, who sponsored, who allowed their employees to embrace Pride and represent their companies. And it will make a difference in their business in so many ways, because consumers who care about this issue in the community, issues that the community deals with, will choose who they do business with based on who they see here today. That's just a matter of fact.
We saw American Airlines here. There was Kroger was here, McDonald's of North Texas, and now the team from Geico. Yes, shout it out. This is your moment. Get on TV. Say hi, Mom. Say hello. They're having so much fun today, and I just love the energy.
So much energy. And we talked about families here. There's a little one with the rainbow pride flag.
okay, well, see, his hat, that just makes sense. Talk about things that make sense so that you can have your hands free to do whatever you wish, be it a cocktail, some water, and then you've got a full umbrella over the top of your head.
And we've certainly had a lot of corporations here that are known nationally, internationally, but BT Furnishings is also represented in the parade today. This is a furniture and home decor company. They are proud, they say, to be part of Pride 2022. Family owned, 4 locations in the Metroplex, and celebrating 33 years in DFW. Those locations in Dallas, Garland, Plano, or Arlington, where they promise they have style for every budget. So BT Furnishings, thank you for being here.
You are watching the Corona Allen Ross Freedom Parade on CW33, and our coverage will continue right after this.
CW33 and the Thompson Law Firm bring you more of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade when we return.
Enjoy the outdoors with savings from NFM. Find everything to create a relaxing patio space. Save on furniture to fire pits. Shop our great selection of grills with free assembly included. Plus, get a $75 Omaha Steaks voucher when you buy a qualifying grill this Friday through Sunday. Lawn care's made easy with mowers starting at just $319. Plus, there's 30-month and 24-month financing available with your NFM card. Relax, grill, mow, and save big at NFM.
What makes Best Reviews the best reviews?
Milk?
They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on pretty much everything. So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you, no matter what life throws at it. Like your daughter Clementine, for example. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Susie and I both have great experience with sports, and we know a game changer when we see one.
Lifetime Windows is that game changer. Lifetime gives you the highest quality products around with Infinity from Marvin Windows.
They're the most durable, with Ultrex fiberglass being 8 times stronger than vinyl.
You get more glass and bigger views thanks to Infinity's modern frames. These windows change the way you see your home.
And we're changing up even more with 25% off windows and installation.
Be a game changer. Schedule your appointment with Lifetime today.
Spokespersons for Thompson Law.
You get hurt in a car wreck. Why should you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
When you're hurt, you need money, and I'll fight to get it for you. I got a client who broke his leg in an 18-wheeler wreck, $918,770.
Wow! Why wouldn't you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
Call me. I'm attorney Ryan the Lion Thompson.
No fee unless we win for you. Thompson Law. 1-800-LION-LAW.
Live from Fair Park in Dallas, more of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
Welcome back, everyone. We are live at Fair Park and looking for something fresh, unique, and new to do in DFW. Look no further than 9 a.m. on CW33. Jenny Anchondo bringing you all things fun on Inside DFW with Jenny Anchondo. That's weekday mornings at 9 a.m. on CW33 or anytime at CW33.com. And I would dare say, Jenny, aside from this parade, you've done and seen just about everything there is to do in DFW in the last 4 weeks.
We've done a lot, but now we're doing even more here at the parade. You guys, we saw so many incredible floats. Okay, that's impressive. We've seen AMN Healthcare, and then now Amazon.
Do we need to explain to people who Amazon is?
We do not. They only need to go to their front porch and see the box, and they will know. That is
twice daily in some households. Hello.
I mean, please don't name any names. That would be great if our friendship is to remain intact. Amazon says as for its involvement in the parade here, that it's a company of builders who bring varying backgrounds, ideas, and points of view to inventing on behalf of customers. Amazon's diverse perspectives come from many sources, including gender, race, age, national origin, sexual orientation, culture, education, and professional and life experience. Amazon is committed to diversity and inclusion and has always been looking for ways to scale their impact as they grow. And do I see Glamazon shirts?
Yeah, I love that take on Amazon with the Glamazon t-shirt. And having been in Seattle and covered Amazon during its early days, I moved from there in 2000. They were really early adopters of embracing and understanding the importance of a diverse workforce when Jeff Bezos first launched it in what was the old Harborview Hospital in Seattle. And they were selling books, and they were already making waves in the tech world and in the sales and retail world. And early on, they were very much a part of this movement, and it's only been scaled up as this company has grown to a global juggernaut.
Ron, look at your expertise, guys.
I bring it to bear every once in a while.
He is bringing in the history. Okay, you guys, the parade continues here with AAFES, headquartered right here in Dallas. The Exchange is the largest Department of Defense retailer. So let me tell you about their mission. It is, we go where warfighters go, and it has existed since 1985 to provide quality goods and services to those serving our nation. 100% of Exchange earnings support the military community, and the Exchange is a top employer of veterans and military spouses. I mean, this is a vast group, 4,900 facilities with operations in more than 30 countries, 50 states, 4 U.S. territories. The Exchange is proud to serve those who serve.
And they are representing 29,000 total employees, their representation here today.
You do need a fan in this heat. I do empathize with everybody who's got the fans going on. It could definitely be worse, though, right?
Listen, a friend just texted and said, is it clothing optional? I said, no, listen, as close as you can get in places, yes.
Yes.
You can get out your cutoff shorts. It's all good, and your tank top. We don't judge. We do not judge. It's a judgment-free zone. And, yeah, the turnout is pretty extraordinary.
It really is. I wasn't certain what to expect because, again, the last couple of years, you guys, Ron and I co-hosted an online version of this, and Ron really took the lead on this, getting some incredible interviews and bringing in some people to bring different perspectives. And I just thought, okay, that was wonderful. I hadn't been a part of the live parade before, and this is unlike anything I've ever seen before.
I will say it's the first time I've hosted it as well, and I'm very, very glad to be a part of it. This is the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, by the way. Their work is so important around the globe, really. It's a nonprofit organization committed to providing cutting-edge medicine and advocacy regardless of ability to pay. AHF serves more than 1.5 million clients in the U.S., Africa, Asia, Europe, and Latin America and the Caribbean. So their work is not done, and it's not just here at home, as we said, but it's around the globe as well. And the spread of AIDS under, various means and ways in which populations need to be educated and treated and simply provided health care. And this is part of it. They're vans around the community because it's important for young people especially, right, Jenny, to understand and know the risks. Out of the closet, right there on Cedar Springs and Oak Lawn is a thrift store with, let me just say, the gays bring the great stuff to the thrift store. I'm just going to tell you that, Jenny. It's a little secret if you didn't know.
I have to say I haven't been, so now that's on my list. 8772, pick it up if you want to hang out with them and get some thrifting on. I do love an upcycled situation, so that is beautiful. We have seen so many wonderful sponsors here today, not all of them making it on camera necessarily, but again, giving a shout out to everyone who has shown up here today, everyone who has sponsored, and these companies like McKesson who say, as they say on their float, they are advancing health outcomes for all, and they truly mean all when they say that.
And they are, by the way, headquartered right in Las Colinas. Their people create and maintain an inclusive culture. Everyone brings their authentic self to work. That is what they encourage, and that is what they're here to celebrate today. And by the way, if you're looking for a career in the healthcare field, there are opportunities available at McKesson across the DFW Metroplex. You can go to McKesson.com for more on that. We've got not just employees, executives, friends, family. They have brought everyone out here. It's come one, come all, represent McKesson and celebrate what this company offers its employees.
Well, it's interesting, Ron, because both you and I have been employed during times when being yourself at work was certainly not celebrated, and it wasn't put forth in a mission statement. And it's incredible to see so many companies standing up and saying, this is what we do, and we want you to be you.
Yeah, we say go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, and sometimes not just tolerated. And for a very long time, members of the LGBTQ community have felt like they were tolerated and they had to not partake in conversations about their loved ones and the people they loved. And that impacts your life in many ways that I think we're just coming to understand.
It's little stuff, a picture on your desk at work, having it or not having it, and being able to have a screensaver background of the people that you care about, things like that at work.
Well, there's our friends at Banfield. I can tell you who could speak to that if she could talk. Little Chloe.
Oh, Chloe!
That's her veterinarian hospital. We take her for her checkups at Banfield.
Well, thank you, Banfield, for answering those middle of the night calls. We appreciate
We've only had one of those. We've only had one of those. So far, only planned regular physical checkups, with the exception of that one middle of the night call. But they were there to answer the phone and answer the call, and they're here today celebrating Pride and celebrating this community live at Fair Park, as are we here on CW33, as our live coverage continues here in just a moment.
CW33 and the Thompson Law Firm bring you more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade when we return. Local crafters, tasty bites, and other festivities await you at the 36th Annual Taste of Dallas, June 10th through 12th at Dallas Market Hall. For your chance to win 4 tickets to the Taste Tour attraction, go to CW33.com.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-763-5165 or go to sonobello.com.
Today was amazing. Today was amazing.
Today was amazing.
But my favorite part was being with you.
KDAF-TV CW33 is an equal opportunity employer and is dedicated to providing broad outreach regarding job vacancies. We welcome the help of local organizations who wish to refer qualified applicants. If you would like to receive our vacancy information, please call us at 214-252-3300.
Allie found a portal to another Earth. This would be the end of humanity as we know it.
Superman and Lois.
Tuesday at 7 on CW33. Live from Fair Park in Dallas, more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
Tom Swift is drawn into a shadowy world of conspiracy and fantastic phenomena. You can follow the adventures of Tom Swift Tuesday nights at 8 on CW33.
Meantime, you can follow the adventures of the Pride Parade in Fair Park right here live on CW33, and the turnout really phenomenal. And again, people continuing to arrive as we are just barely getting started with the lineup of floats that represent companies, organizations, and sports teams, including those Mavs. They are making their way here, coming in rowdy, proud, and most certainly loud. The Dallas Mavs leading the NBA in inclusion, diversity, belonging, and Champ, when we see him, apparently has a rainbow mane. Did I miss that? I think we will see that here in a moment. But how about those Mavs this year? They did a phenomenal job out there representing and doing what they do, playing the basketball. But beyond that,
I was waiting for a
the
sports
basketball
report from you, Ron.
Thank you. You could wait a long time for that.
Continue.
But I know they did well.
They did.
And they made us proud, and they are celebrating Gay Pride right here today at Fair Park.
Well, yeah, and you talk about diversity and inclusion, and in Dallas, they really are leading the charge with St. Marshall at the helm, and female leadership all throughout. So it is an impressive turnaround that they've made. So go Mavs! A couple others that have major floats out here today and have just been having an impressive showing. Walmart out here today, Comerica Bank as well, and Impellum Group and Mattress Firm. Okay, well, that's the company float to get. This is the deal. That's the gig. You want to be on the Mattress Firm
Well,
float.
you can sit. Are they sitting on a mattress?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they say don't sleep on Mattress Firm. We are here loud and proud to support our community to help you sleep well, to live well. This Texas-born company thrilled to support the LGBTQIA community, their friends and family in Dallas and nationwide. They have 130 stores in DFW, 2,500 nationwide, and they promise they can help improve your life through the power of a good night's sleep. For those of us who've gotten up at 3 o'clock in the morning, Jenny, for many years at separate places, nothing like a good night's sleep. Is there any time, I should say a good afternoon's sleep.
A good afternoon's sleep, it's true.
That works too.
And I love their phrase today. It is, ain't no party like a Mattress Firm party. And I am seeing that firsthand.
You have that dress. I'm certain you do.
How did you know?
Did you?
She borrowed.
Are they shopping in your closet?
I mean, how did you know? How did you know? They are having a lot of fun out here today.
We're going to do a Who Wore It Better coming up here in just a little bit.
I don't want to. I'm not
you don't
in the
want to compete.
Lose. I'm not in the mood to lose. I'm just not. It's already hot out here. I'm sweating through my tie-dye.
Listen, she's going to need some sunblock. It might be too late. Wear your sunblock. Yeah, the sun is out here, and it's pretty hot, so we hope people are taking care of themselves.
Another company that is strong out here for everybody is Impellum Group. They say that they are proud to create career pathways for everyone. They are a global talent acquisition and managed workforce solutions company that provides career pathways for those in IT, life sciences, engineering, project management, mobile development, Salesforce administration, and so much more. And we continue on with O9 Solutions, which is a software company in Farmers Branch, and Miralux Pools.
Woo! I could use a dip in a pool right about now. Miralux Pools, we know, they have been busy. During the pandemic, we saw it by the numbers. More people decided they were going to spend money at home and put in a pool, and so they have risen up to meet that challenge. They are owned and operated right here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Miralux Pools and Exteriors welcomes everyone back to Pride and encourages you to splash out loud. And they are the premier design build general contractor with a knack for custom swimming pools, spas, and beyond that, outdoor living, landscaping, elevating backyards across North Texas. Nice to see Miralux Pools here today.
Listen, I thought for sure they were going to have a hot tub on the back, as they do sometimes, but I know it's such a hot item. You can't even get a pool these days because so many people are, after staying home for so long.
There's a wait list.
There is such a wait list. They probably didn't even have one to spare. Shout out to Miralux and their team for coming out today and just enjoying the festivities and
you know there's cold water in that hot tub when they have it in the parade.
Exactly.
You know they're cheating it.
Exactly. They're gonna have
We're giving you a moment to hear the crowd the way we're hearing the crowd.
It was, in the break run, we were talking about, I think just both of us sitting in awe of the fact that we started seeing people arrive at 9 o'clock this morning. So 9 o'clock a.m. for a 2 p.m. parade and getting set up. And then it has been a continuous, non-stop flow all day long. And as we speak, it's like 10 people go by every 10 seconds.
Everybody has that person in their family that wants to be out here at 7 a.m. to get the best spot. We all have that person.
I know.
Prism Health North Texas now making its way down the parade route. Such an important operation in DFW. They provide full spectrum personalized medical care for the community, including care and treatment. They provide a safe and affirming space inclusive for the LGBTQIA+ community and ethnic minority populations. We invite you to come for LifeWalk's Market Palooza. That's on June 19th, so that is, 2 weeks from today.
Very nice.
And lots of local artisans and fun in Oaklawn, so turn out for that. Again, we're planning your Sunday 2 weeks from now already. We're barely through this.
I can't wait. We are so glad to have you here at the Corona Allen Ross Freedom Parade. More info at DallasPride.org, but more importantly, stick around because the Pride continues right after this.
CW33 and the Thompson Law Firm bring you more of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade when we return. Fresh, unique, new. Part 2. The fun continues. Monday afternoon at 4 on CW33.
Me and my friends, we could have died last night.
Everything is just falling apart.
We got a big game to prepare for, and we got to find a way to rise above the chaos and be there for each other as a family.
If I'm going down in flames, it's not going to be alone.
All-American. Monday at 7 on CW33.
When the family can't get enough of your signature dish, get everything you need with Kroger free pickup with no surprise fees. So start your cart today. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Spokespersons for Thompson Law.
You get hurt in a car wreck? Why should you call Ryan the Lion Thompson? When you're hurt, you need money, and I'll fight to get it for you. I got a client who suffered severe burns in a car wreck, $526,500.
Wow, why wouldn't you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
Call me. I'm attorney Ryan the Lion Thompson.
No fee unless we win for you. Thompson Law. 1-800-LION-LAW.
Today, professor and triathlete Bob Kaiser is training. But after his bike collided with a car, a subdural hematoma threatened his life. Fortunately, Methodist Health System got him back in the race. There, a neurosurgery care team performed a life-saving craniotomy and got him home in just days. Keeping our neighbors like Bob pedaling and teaching. That's community, and why so many people trust Methodist.
Susie and I both have great experience with sports, and we know a game changer when we see one.
Lifetime Windows is that game changer. Lifetime gives you the highest quality products around with Infinity from Marvin Windows.
They're the most durable, with Ultrex fiberglass being 8 times stronger than vinyl.
You get more glass and bigger views thanks to Infinity's modern frames. These windows change the way you see your home.
And we're changing up even more with 25% off windows and installation.
Be a game changer. Schedule your appointment with Lifetime today.
With the Kroger app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Live from Fair Park in Dallas, more of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
Welcome back, everyone. We are live at Fair Park here on CW33, celebrating Pride and the Pride Parade on this Sunday afternoon, and an extraordinary crowd has turned out. More than 160 floats representing organizations and companies, both local and national, and we are taking you through it one by one as they make their way down the parade route.
Evelyn Vega from Thompson Law joined us a little bit earlier on in the broadcast, and we have dried our tears.
Yes,
You've
for now.
brought the emotional content, which I do think is so important to touch on the real reason we're here, right? It was interesting. You brought up that you've been with Thompson Law from the very beginning.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes.
So it's rare to hear of somebody staying with a company for that long. Talk about that.
I met the owner, Ryan Thompson, and you know, you get good vibes from people, and we just click like that, and he's just a good human.
Yeah.
And how am I not going to work for a good human?
And for those who are Hello. Like, is Dirk Nowitzki here? What's going on?
It's for Evelyn.
It's for Evelyn. They're cheering you on, Mom.
Yes, Mom.
And because we were talking about that, being the parent of a daughter who is gay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if your time with the law firm, if that was sort of in parallel with your with the revelations at home about your daughter, and did you bring that to work, and did it take a little while to sort of get a sense of, is this going to be something I can talk about? Do they identify with what I'm going through? Are they, you know, inclusive of that experience? What was that like for you?
You know, I honestly never got the feeling that I could not bring that up. It was never anything that I felt the need. It's just because my boss is such a good human, the thought never even crossed my mind. My daughter's been to the office a million times.
And that shouldn't be the exception, but for a very long time, what you experienced was an exceptional experience.
Yeah.
For a lot of people who
Which is sad. I mean, but why? There's no need for that. I really have never felt that where I work at. I've always felt that it was a very open, it's a good environment to be at. It's just, I've never felt any type of, I've never seen any type of discrimination or felt any type of it. It's just, when you find a good human to work for, I'm going to be there till I retire, which not too far off, but he's pretty much stuck with me.
Ryan's watching. Are you making an announcement?
He's stuck with me.
She's retiring this year, Ryan. I'm sorry that you're learning it this way.
No. Oh my gosh. Well, listen, you think about this parade, you know, when your daughter was born, this didn't even exist.
No?
There were not even events like this that existed. Talk about how far we've come.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic, and I cannot believe the size of the parade now. There's never been this many floats in this parade, ever. And I used to participate a lot in these.
Yeah, double.
It's crazy, and I love it. I love it.
You think back to the early days, 1972 was the first year of this parade. There were 250 or 300 people.
That's crazy.
Which was 3 years after Stonewall, a sort of seismic shift in the move toward equality in the gay community. And for that number of people in Texas at the time was probably a big deal. But then you measure it against this, and we see how far we've come. And then again, I said this earlier, Evelyn, I don't know if you heard it, you know, just in putting online that I was hosting this parade, some of the hateful things people still have in their hearts, it's just, I don't want to dwell on it, but I can't dismiss it either, because it's important to know those people are still out there.
And they are. And they are. I've experienced it as well.
I'm sure you have.
I don't know why people have so much hate in their hearts when it comes to something that's so loving. Yeah. So I don't understand it. I really don't. But, you know, here we are.
Here we are. Here we are. Thank you,
In
Evelyn.
the hater's face, here we are.
Yeah, amen to that. Here we are.
Really are a strong mama role model. I am so impressed by you. So thank you,
thank
Evelyn
you.
Vega. Thank you for being here today and sharing a part of your heart. And,
Thank you.
You know, being just a wonderful spokesperson for surely many of the parents who are here today.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, a spokesperson just by being you. Just by
Right,
being you.
just by existing. Exactly.
Well, folks, here is the Grand Marshal. Is this Cassie Nova? Of course it is. Representing Park Place, making her way down the parade route with Park Place, also such an integral and important part of supporting so many causes in the gay community, including that Mercedes that they give away for Black Tie every year. Boy, that's
a donation.
That's the lottery gift to get right there.
Yes, it really is. And well done, Cassie Nova, on the attire and elegance and showmanship today. We have seen so many other groups that have gone by the way, and I want to point out there have been a lot of surrogacy groups, IVF groups that have been a part of this, talking about family planning. And so that's an entirely different discussion too, that we may not have seen them in, you know, in this on-camera version, but they've been a part of it. And it's a special part of it as well. We're also seeing Grand Marshal Christy Watson there as well.
Cassie Nova, if you haven't had an opportunity at the Rose Room on a Saturday night to see Cassie Nova, I mean, you want to talk about someone who is an improvisational artist. I can say that about so many members of the drag community who perform on stages and host events, that they really connect with the audience in such a fun way with such great humor. Sometimes it is not kid-friendly. That's okay. It's the Rose Room after 11 o'clock. That's the way it rolls. But Casanova is a true comedian and artist and host and a real representative for the community.
Well, listen, you can't have everything be kid-friendly. We know that the parade today has been fun and kid-friendly. We've seen a lot of families out here as well. We've seen some strollers rolling in. We talked about earlier about the fact that they came to Fair Park in part because they knew the audience was expanding. We needed more space for people. We needed more parking for people, and we needed it to be, wheelchair accessible, and for everybody who wants to participate to be able to be here.
And it really has proven to work in that everyone is here today. All right, so you're probably gathering there is a collective of Grand Marshals. Let's run down through the list if we can. Adam Medrano, Lindsay Cyril, Sable, Alexander posthumously being honored as Grand Marshal. There's David Hearn. We saw Casanova. We saw Christy Wilson. Danny Cabrera. You'll see him in just a moment as well. A 2022 Grand Marshal. Was not able to attend the festivities this year. I should say that. I'm sorry. I noted that here, that he wasn't able to attend, but wants to wish everyone a happy Pride. And Danny has been a leader with the Wings Foundation, which raises money and helps those in the flight attendant community who have health crises and need help getting through a difficult situation. For years, I was part of helping him host that event annually and raise money, and also an amazing member of the drag community who contributes and gives back in meaningful ways.
And now we're taking a look at Rainbow Roundup. They say meet, play, share. It's a local nonprofit organization that promotes acceptance in all aspects of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender families and allies to serve and strengthen the community through social activities, education, and connecting resources to individuals. And Ron, it's interesting. We have seen so many nonprofits. Of course, we talked about Dallas Pride as a nonprofit, but there are so many smaller, very specific nonprofits that serve very specific needs.
They do, and they benefit from some of the larger fundraising efforts that are underway here in Dallas, like Black Tie, for example, which gives to so many organizations that then do their outreach in those specific ways. And we're going to highlight more of them as this parade continues. The 2022 Dallas Pride Parade, Live Out Proud. We're live at Fair Park on CW33, and we'll be back right after this.
CW33 and the Thompson Law Firm bring you more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade when we return.
Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever has been extended. Right now, get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin and save up to $500 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $499 value. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, and save up to $500 on adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 instant gift in stock for immediate delivery. And get 0% interest for 60 months. Only at Mattress Firm.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Orden, host of The Doctors, and this is 5 pounds of fat. Nobody wants to carry this around our stomach, our back, our hips, our thighs. Well, now you don't have to. Thanks to Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, you can toss the fat away permanently.
I noticed day 1 my stomach was flat, and then over time it was just getting better. Thanks to Sono Bello, I finally have a flat tummy.
TriSculpt Micro Laser Liposuction removes your diet-resistant fat cells permanently, while also stimulating collagen to help tighten and smooth the skin for incredible transformations in just one visit. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now and find out how you can get $250 off. Call 800-847-5798 or go to sonobello.com.
Food Cheddar.
I'm the assistant manager.
This is a strong name. I am Cashios, god of cashback. Now, how am I supposed to earn 5% cashback rewards with my Credit One Bank Platinum X5 Visa in this labyrinth?
What are you looking for?
Kanaki.
A what?
Little potato morsels.
Gnocchi?
Yes!
Aisle 5.
Oh! I shall never forget this. Aisle
5.
5.
Get 5% cashback rewards. Visit CreditOneBank.com.
Live from Fair Park in Dallas, more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
Welcome back, everyone, live to Fair Park for the Dallas Pride Parade 2022. And we want to let you know about new programming coming up here on CW33. Fun on the Run. If you think mornings are fun on CW33, just wait until afternoons. Tomorrow at 4, we are introducing Fresh, Unique, and New Part 2. It's a brand new show with a host you know. We're rhyming, and I think we mean to. The fun happens a little faster starting tomorrow at 4 on CW33. Hope you'll tune in for that.
So many incredible groups bringing floats out to the parade today, including North Texas Pride Foundation, the Dallas City Council, and Michaels, which is what you're looking at right now. From knitters to sculptors, bakers to decorators, Michaels knows variety is an essential part of creativity. That's why they say they are committed to honoring all makers. Michaels supports LGBTQ Saves and the Promise House, and they have formed a company-wide resource group to make sure that everybody feels welcome at their craft table. Michaels is here to celebrate your true colors and craft an amazing story together.
And again, another global brand that is based here in Dallas and is known for being a part of everyone's creative endeavors all across the nation. So glad to see them here as well.
A lot of pressure to be Michaels and putting on a float, right? It's like you're the creative people. Like,
yeah,
you better
if you don't get it right,
best.
you can, right?
Exactly.
If you don't have what you need to get it done, no one does.
Right. They used all of the glitter in the entire store for that orange and yellow flower at the front. So if you need glitter, maybe wait a day.
Yeah, you're out of luck until they get their shipment in sometime this week. But really, you know, Luis has taken up painting with acrylics. I've gotten stuff framed there. I mean, there's so much really at Michaels, and we're so proud that they are part of our local community. And again, an organization that is such a great corporate citizen, they give back in so many ways.
Is that where he gets his canvases?
That's where he gets the canvases and the paints, and as this new artistic endeavor is underway, which I questioned for a while until someone on Instagram offered him $500 for a painting, and I said, what do we need, a new studio? What do I have to do?
He's good.
He's really good.
It's exceptional.
Am I promoting that now? I'm not going to promote it entirely, but yes, look me up. There's some great artwork to be had in Dallas. You know, by unique artists who turn to Michaels. See how I brought it full
right back to
there?
back to the sponsor.
Right back to the sponsor.
Well done. He knows how to entertain, give little shout outs here and there, and then bring it back to the people who are supporting this cause. You know, and the companies that are supporting this cause, and we look back to, you know, it wasn't too long ago when a company would announce they were going to be a part of something like this, it was almost like shocking. And now, you know, it's shocking if you're not.
Well, and let's just say, they may deal, these companies who are here today, they may deal with fallout. They may deal with people who decide based on their participation here that they don't want to do business with them. And the business owners I've talked to and presented that to them as a possibility say, well, maybe those aren't people we want to do business with. I mean, frankly, if we're going to talk about it, that's part of their commitment to this, is knowing that not everyone is where they are, right?
No, I mean, absolutely. And the crowd today, I just can't stop talking about how impressive it is that the stream of people continues to flow in. I mean, we're almost like backed up here at the entrance. People arriving, you know, in groups, in crowds, dressed up, not dressed up, with kids, without kids, and ready to celebrate. And they are certainly going to continue to get a wonderful show today as we continue on with Dallas Pride. We continue as well with Berkshire Residential Investments. They are a corporate-sponsored committee focused on diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. The committee's vision is to foster a culture of inclusion that welcomes and supports people of diverse backgrounds and utilizes their talents and experiences to provide exceptional service to clients and residents. They say they're committed to providing a culture where colleague enhancement is encouraged, all individuals feel respected, work-life balance is prioritized, and an opportunity to excel in their chosen career path is appreciated. Well, that's, I mean, talking about a heck of a company. That sounds amazing.
Well, and you know, Berkshire is Warren Buffett's parent company, and out of Omaha, and in his early 90s, and has made inclusion and acceptance and diversity within his organizations part of his mission. And so hats off to him for that. I think that you're seeing that reflected here with this group today. And as we've said, all sorts of recognizable brands. Mercedes-Benz Financial Services is here as well. Honored to support the Dallas Pride Parade. The company strives to create an inspired, empowered, and diverse workplace. And they believe in the right of every individual to live out proud, which is the motto of this year's Dallas Pride. MBFS USA maintains a business center in North Fort Worth. It is one of the largest offices in the country. They provide leases, financing, and insurance solutions to customers of Mercedes-Benz brand cars, SUVs, and vans in the United States.
Tell you what, the energy here is infectious. If you are having a down day, say no more. Come over here to Fair Park and you will be automatically energized, lifted up, celebrated for whoever you are and, you know, whatever you represent. Such a sweet and kind group here today. I know Ron and I have both seen people that, my gosh, we haven't seen in years.
It's so true, just because of the nature of how this, you know, pandemic has played out, and people have been a bit siloed, and today that seems to have coalesced into this large group of people reuniting. I'm seeing reunions happen all over, and I think based on where we are here near Gate 3, that it's probably a pretty busy day on DART. I think people chose public transportation as an option to avoid having to park, to avoid the traffic, and I think that it only goes to show that as this community grows and this city grows, they'll embrace more and more the availability of public transportation.
DART, today was your day. You are welcome. Really you are welcome, DART. Today was amazing, and I think so too, but yes, based on the way that we're seeing people show up in groups of like 10, 20, 30 people kind of all together and coming over here safely down here. And next up, you are seeing another beautiful float for the Pride Parade today. CAE is a high technology company at the leading edge of digital immersion, providing solutions to make the world a safer place, as captured in the company's overarching value, One CAE. CAE is actively building a company that's more open, progressive, and people-centric, and creating a workplace where all employees can feel accepted, included, and valued for who they are.
And that pretty much sums up why everyone is here today. And we will be back with more coverage of the Dallas Pride Parade 2022 live from Fair Park in just a moment.
CW33 and the Thompson Law Firm bring you more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade when we return.
Spokespersons for Thompson Law.
You get hurt in a car wreck. Why should you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
I got a client who broke his leg in an 18-wheeler wreck. $918,770.
Thompson Law. 1-800-LION-LAW.
Your mission? Pick a free electricity plan from Reliant. Choose flex days, weekends, or nights. Powered by 100% solar. Mission accomplished. Reliant. That's power. Your way.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new AbEX from Sono Bello.
Dr. Orden, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is extremely hard to get rid of with both diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing AbEX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
AbEX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck, so that stomach overhang that you mentioned becomes a flat, tight tummy fast.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about AbEX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-485-3212 or go to sonobello.com.
What does a genius inventor do when he's not inventing?
I multitask.
You need to grow up. Be a man. You will have more responsibility heaped upon you.
Everyone you love will end up dead.
My name is Tom Swift. I've got this.
Tom Swift, Tuesday at 8 on CW33. Live from Fair Park in Dallas, more of the Alan Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
with Dallas Pride on CW33. Look at the Dallas IVF float, and I wanted to remind you about some of the programming on CW. Here's one to watch. He's saved the planet many times over and over, but now Clark Kent faces his greatest challenge. Being a parent, join Superman and Lois as they battle enemies, both foreign and domestic, while parenting a pair of super-powered kids. Superman and Lois, Tuesday nights at 7 on CW33.
Everything they've been through, and this is their biggest challenge. You can speak to that.
No, it's true. I really can.
True.
And look, and Dallas IVF helping people to, bring kiddos into the world in all sorts of ways as well, right?
So as we talk about how Superman and Lois can barely raise those kids, are so troublesome, we're going to tell you how you can have your own.
Yes, exactly. Well, you know what? It's important that certain, and not to get into too much detail, but certain clinics are not offering services to same-sex couples. And so certain fertility clinics, they have to be really... because it could be really hurtful to show up at a place and be denied, right? To be denied the ability to start a family that you want to start. And so many different fertility clinics are out here today and sharing that they are open to same-sex couples.
Yeah, Dallas IVF being among them. Microsoft and their DFW contingent also represented here today. They have an operation here that employs hundreds of people in various departments, and Microsoft, of course, founded by Bill Gates, has also from its very inception been a company that has really strived to be inclusive and understanding and embrace and give back to the gay community in very important ways as well.
Well done, Microsoft. The hawking is infectious here as well. Oh my goodness. It takes a lot of organization, and I just want to give a shout out to just the Dallas Pride community and leadership team for putting together an event like this. Typically if there's one the year before, then you kind of follow suit. They had to recreate quite a bit after a couple of virtual years to come back and put on this exceptional festival, which happened yesterday, and then the fair and festival and the entertainment, and then today the parade to have it all come out.
UT Dallas also in the house and representing the University of Texas at Dallas is here with, a pretty large group of folks. Here's a question I have for them and other companies here. Do they get the day off tomorrow? Is it sort of a holiday?
Right, like no school tomorrow, no any of it, no admissions calls.
No admissions calls. Today is sort of an unspoken holiday. I'm sure tomorrow, the celebration is going to continue here for a Sunday fun day, if you will, and I'm sure tomorrow there'll be a latitude of grace for people who are here representing.
Oh yes, the 2 p.m. timing is strategic, right? Because we come here, we get in line, we get set up, enjoy the parade until 3:30, and then enjoy the festivities afterwards. Good luck if you're trying to get into the Hilton tomorrow, because everyone's here today. Just kidding. We love Hilton for being here.
Instead of Shantae away, sachet, or there's Shantae. Isn't that what it says? Shantae, come stay?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, Hilton's here with a wonderful float and a lot of different employees and supporters and allies who are here on behalf of the company with signs that say, "You are beautiful." I tell you what, if you have one of those, put it up in the mirror, take a look at it every day, and just give that little reminder to yourself.
Nordstrom as well is making its way down the parade route. Nordstrom is a Seattle-based company, but of course is a national brand that has a large presence here in Dallas. If you've been to any of their stores, you know the variety of shopping, the customer service is really an industry leader, and they're also leading the industry in terms of their policies of inclusion and being here today to celebrate Pride and its collective of employees, part of the LGBTQ+ community.
Nordstrom, even your sign looks chic. Even the font, it's just kind of perfect.
It's classic.
It really is, isn't it? They use that same Nordstrom font. So many companies, large and small, here today as well. We had Atera Apartments. Also, we talk large and we talk AT&T, strongly represented out here at the Dallas Pride Parade.
And we know that their presence in the center of downtown in the Discovery District has really changed how interactive and how active our downtown community is, with restaurants and retail, and just a place for people to really gather and enjoy. We've seen it for the holiday parade. I see it on a regular basis whenever I visit downtown Dallas. In the decade plus since I've been here, it really has been transformed in great part to AT&T, and they continue to be leaders as well with diversity in the workplace.
AT&T business CEO Ann Chow did an interview with us a while back, and she was talking about some of the diversity efforts and how she had been there for so long, and it had always been such a great company to work for. It's not a new thing for them, and that's impressive as well. And this is a little bit of a Project Runway exercise. You see how the T-shirt is really more versatile than you might imagine. I know. I should have really done something a little more. To turn it into something more. You really can. Take it from the folks on the AT&T float. Much more to come here on the Dallas Pride 2022 Gay Pride Parade, live from Fair Park on CW33. We're back here in just a moment.
Fresh, unique, new. Get in on the fun inside DFW with Jenny and Chando. Weekday mornings at 9 on CW33.
Miss Mason fled the country after she was charged with murder.
But she's blind. My best friend is stuck in prison with someone who's determined to kill her. This is gonna be fun.
So, we're friends now? I could be your best friend.
This may all just lead back to Murphy.
Being Murphy's friend isn't the healthiest choice for you. You think you can steal from me?
This is not how I want to spend the last moments of my life.
In the dark.
Monday at 8 on CW33.
Spokespersons for Thompson Law.
You get hurt in a car wreck. Why should you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
When you're hurt, you need money, and I'll fight to get it for you. A client of mine injured his shoulder in a car wreck. I got him $277,836.
Wow! Why wouldn't you call Ryan the Lion Thompson?
Call me. I'm attorney Ryan the Lion Thompson.
No fee unless we win for you. Thompson Law. 1-800-LION-LAW.
Who's in charge of you and your family's health care? With Parkland Community Health Plan, you are. If you qualify for Medicaid or CHIP, great care is close by. Parkland Community Health Plan has over 6,000 doctors and more than 40 hospitals across 7 North Texas counties. Take control. Choose your own doctor. Call to talk to a nurse anytime. And get rewards for checkups and vaccinations, all for low or no cost. Call 1-888-301-2405 or visit us online.
Do you know the fastest growing cable news network in America?
I'll give you a hint. It's News Nation.
We're new and we're different.
At News Nation, we are telling stories that matter to you and your family.
And people are taking notice.
If you're watching News Nation, we thank you. Now tell your friends.
If you're looking for news without the noise,
come back to something different.
Come back to the news the way it used to be.
Tell your friends why.
News Nation is news for all America.
The new GMC Sierra. Premium and capable. That's professional grade. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on Sierra models. We are professional grade. GMC.
CW33's broadcast of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade has been brought to you by the Thompson Law Injury Lawyers. Visit us today at 1-800-LIONLAW.com. Thompson Law, free consultations and no fee unless we win.
Such a beautiful scene out here today, right, Ron?
Oh, those Cabin folks just came by, and for those of you who may not be familiar, Cabin Enterprises really is the foundation of nightlife along Cedar Springs in the Oaklawn neighborhood of Dallas, and they've been here representing in great order.
We have had Ally represented, Ally Financial Services. We've had Black Tie Dinner represented. We are now at, I want to make sure we're caught up with the right quote.
PNC Bank. Yes, and Black Tie. This is Black Tie Dinner. I had referenced them earlier for their effort with their annual fundraiser and how the money is distributed to nonprofit organizations. So they raise funds for supportive organizations through that premier Black Tie Dinner event. And I say to people, I'm going to Black Tie. And they're like, what's the event? Black Tie. I know what you have to wear, but what's the event? You have to be here for a while to know that when you say Black Tie Dinner, that is an event.
And it's kind of one of those that you want to be at. It's a little see and be seen, don't you think?
Yes, it's one of those, like, if there's one event you want to go to that supports the community, like, it is the event. It was founded in 1982. It has grown into the nation's largest single-night LGBTQ plus fundraising dinner. They have raised more than $27 million for local beneficiaries, and the national beneficiary is the Human Rights Campaign Foundation, which does great work in Washington, D.C. against legislation that may limit the rights of the LGBTQ plus community.
And if you're thinking, okay, I want in on this, I want to be there at Black Tie, it will be there, presented by PNC Bank, by the way, at the Sheraton Dallas, Saturday, September 24th. You can get details at blacktie.org. And again, PNC kind of at the forefront of that.
Nissan Motor Acceptance Company, also representing Nissan North America today. It is Dallas's Gay Straight Alliance at Nissan. This is Nissan Motor Acceptance Company in GSAN's 4th year being part of the Gay Pride Parade. We are proud, they say, the company says, those who work for them, proud to work for a company that is committed to diversity and supports the LGBTQ plus community.
You know, it's interesting to think about all these different companies and people who work with each other in a professional setting, you know, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, whatever the case may be, and then they get to come out to the parade, hang out together, celebrate together, put on their rainbow glasses, and just enjoy a day of fellowship and celebration.
And really take stock of what they offer within their company and what it really means to be able to celebrate a moment like this. We've said this throughout this broadcast. There are companies who aren't there yet, and there are people who still live a bit in the shadows. And I think the goal is for everyone to be comfortable with representing who they are.
You don't always have to understand people to accept them, right? You don't always have to know every single thing about the intricacies of their life to be able to accept them and love them as they are, and I think that's part of the message today. So shout out to Union Coffee, which is here today, and you are seeing on the screen they are a business, a nonprofit, and an affirming church, all wrapped into a generous coffee shop in the heart of Oak Lawn with a mission, which is to cultivate the divine spark in our neighbors for the good of Dallas and the world, and inspires through outstanding coffee, robust community, and engaging causes.
Yeah, and they end up putting more than 100 young adults into leadership roles every year and trusting them with the opportunity to craft everything from worship gatherings to community events and community activism. And so it just goes to show there are many ways in which people can express their faith, honor their faith, exercise their faith, and give back. And Union Coffee is an example of just that.
Now we have a group of churches represented today. This is actually the Reconciling United Methodist Churches of North Texas, of which there are many. And if you follow the United Methodist Church, there are very, you know, there's been a lot going on with Methodist Church, and so some of them are out here today. North Haven Church, Kessler Park, trying to see some of the other ones. But again, some faith groups and members of the faith community showing up for Pride today.
And sending the message when the headline may read internationally that the Methodist Church has taken a certain stance against what you could say is inclusion. They're here to say we're a contingent of the church that is inclusive and we are accepting, and their message about God and their interpretation of the Bible really speaks to that and allows for a welcoming and diverse population. So Reconciling United Methodist Churches of North Texas, thank you for being here. Followed up with the use of medical marijuana. They put the medical marijuana, I think, with the churches. Did they do that on purpose so they can have a conversation?
Well, because loving all. That's the whole point with United Methodist, is loving all. So they said, well, we're going to test. We're going to see how that goes.
We're going to see how they commingle.
So Texas Original, y'all means all is what they say. They are the only Texas-owned medical marijuana dispensary in the state, proudly offering the highest quality cannabis medicine grown for Texans by Texans. Texas Original serves every corner of the state with pickup locations and statewide delivery. They say you can get a prescription and start finding relief at texasoriginal.com.
I didn't mean to get ahead of myself. I didn't realize that the Methodist Church organization was occupying such a large portion of the parade, because they're still making their way down through. There's Preston Hollow.
Well, there are, yes, because it's this group, the Reconciling United Methodist Churches of North Texas, of which there are many United Methodist churches in
Yeah,
North Texas.
we won't repeat ourselves, but yes, the medical marijuana dispensary is coming right behind them. And there's a cowboy.
Well,
See,
like
even
we said,
cowboys.
clothing optional.
Yeah, he's recruiting other cowboys to be Methodist.
We're loving all. Yes, so, you know, it's kind of, you continue on.
Living by example.
Yes, exactly. The golf cart is the way to go these days, you
Oh my
guys.
gosh,
I
it
mean,
really
this
is.
if I'm inspired to do anything, it's to get on a golf cart after
I will
this.
say the heat's getting to me.
I'm feeling, I am starting to
Did you
feel
just have that moment?
Yes, we did. We're glad we're not on camera because we are sweating profusely. Everybody's looking fabulous out there and enjoying another beautiful, colorful float. And it's fun to think about all of these, you know, at the end of the parade, all of the different floats dispersing through the city and just giving a little bit of a sort of a painting on the entire community.
And we were here even earlier in the day, but beginning earlier in the week, many of these organizations have been working on these floats for a very long time, off-site, in various warehouses, getting them ready. So it's a commitment that really takes a great deal of time and effort in organizing to make this day happen. And if you are just joining us and wondering what the scope of this looks like, just by comparison, the last in-person Pride Parade here at Fair Park in 2019, 132 floats, I believe, 166 entrants in today's parade. So it's just increasing year over year, which I think is a reflection of how this area of the country, Dallas, how this region is beginning to understand the importance of inclusion, diversity. And let's face it, many of the people who own and run these companies are in executive roles. They too at home are having experiences maybe that they wouldn't have had 20, 30 years ago, where members of their own family are feeling more comfortable with you know, pronouncing who they are and being embraced by their families.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. And look at this large group representing Citigroup, I should say. They're here. We have seen CBRE here, headquartered in Dallas. I mean, it's the world's largest commercial real estate services and investment company. So really some heavy hitters here, as well as some smaller locally owned companies in support. We've got 501st Legion, PepsiCo in the house. You know, this parade, again, if you're just tuning in, this parade is one part of a 2-day celebration and festival put on by Dallas Pride. There has been education, music, entertainment, fun, and the parade.
And I have been proud to be a part of this production here on CW33. Jenny, I'm proud of you for your new show.
Oh, thank
Inside
you, Ron.
DFW, weekday mornings at 9 a.m. You're killing it there in the morning, showing people what's happening around DFW. We want to thank our sponsors for being a part of this: Corona, Miller Lite, Andrews Distributing, and so many others. Our thanks to Dallas Pride for allowing us to be their broadcast sponsor. CW33, live out proud, everybody. Enjoy Dallas Pride. We will see you next time.